ഏഴാം ക്ലാസ്സിലെ പുതിയ പാഠപുസ്തകം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് യൂണിറ്റ് 1 വീഡിയോയിലേക്ക് ഏവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. ഹാർമണി ഓഫ് മാവൽസ് എന്നാണ് പാഠഭാഗത്തിൻ്റെ പേര്. ഈ യൂണിറ്റിൽ എ റോബോട്ട് വിത്ത് എ വൈറസ് എന്നുള്ള പാഠഭാഗമാണ് ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ നാം പഠിക്കുന്നത്. ആദ്യം തന്നെ പാഠഭാഗത്ത് വരുന്ന ചിത്രങ്ങൾ നൽകിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഈ കഥ എന്താണെന്ന് ഊഹിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയുള്ള ഒരു പ്രവർത്തനമാണ്. നമുക്ക് ചിത്രം കാണുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ മനസ്സിലാകും റോബോട്ടുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കഥയാണിത്. അതായത് നാം ധാരാളം ഇലക്ട്രോണിക് ഡിവൈസസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കാറുണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ നിത്യജീവിതത്തിൽ. വി ആർ യൂസിങ് മെനി ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് കൈൻഡ്സ് ഓഫ് ഇലക്ട്രോണിക് ഡിവൈസസ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്തരം ഡിവൈസസ് ചിലപ്പോൾ മെറിറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാക്കും, ഡീമെറിറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാക്കും. ഗുണങ്ങളും ദോഷങ്ങളും ഒക്കെ എല്ലാത്തിനും ഉണ്ട്. അതങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു കഥയാണിത്. ഈ കഥ നമുക്ക് ആദ്യം ഒന്ന് വായിച്ച് നോക്കാം. നമുക്ക് സാധാരണ പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് വരിക ഒരു കഥയോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു പാസേജോ തന്നിട്ട് അത് വായിച്ച് അതിൽ നിന്ന് ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ചോദിച്ചാൽ അതിന് ഉത്തരങ്ങൾ എഴുതിയാൽ ആ ആക്ടിവിറ്റിക്ക് നമുക്ക് എ ഗ്രേഡ് ലഭിക്കാറുണ്ട് അല്ലേ? അങ്ങനെയുള്ളൊരു പ്രവർത്തനമായിട്ട് കണ്ട് ഈ പാഠഭാഗത്തെ വെറുതെ ഒന്ന് വായിച്ച് നോക്കാം. വായിച്ച് നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞ് അതിൽ നിന്ന് ചില ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിൽ വരുന്നുണ്ടോ, ചില ചോദ്യങ്ങൾക്കുള്ള ഉത്തരങ്ങൾ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിൽ തെളിയുന്നുണ്ടോ എന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് പരിശോധിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ എ റോബോട്ട് വിത്ത് എ വൈറസ് എന്ന പാഠഭാഗം നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ കേൾക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. ലെറ്റ്സ് റീഡ് ദ സ്റ്റോറി ഓഫ് എ ബോയ് ആൻഡ് എ റോബോട്ട്. ഇറ്റ് വാസ് എ സണ്ണി മോർണിംഗ്. The vibrant golden sunlight danced across the streets. It cast warm hues upon the housetops. The air was crisp and refreshing. The sunbeams peeped into Ricky's room through the skylight. He was still in bed. He was a young boy of 11. Ricky lived in a lovely, futuristic house, which had everything you can ever want. But he was slovenly in his habits. He just threw his belongings all over the place. His mother had to collect his belongings from all corners of the house. Dear children, you can go through the glossary to find out the meanings of some new words. His mother, who was the manager of a bank, left in the morning for work. She always hard work for Ricky. Ricky, keep your school bag in the study room. Ricky, put your clothes in the washing machine. Ricky, wash your tiffin box. Ricky, iron your t-shirt and trousers and so on. But he was always playing. Ricky didn't help much around the house, but he was as excited as his parents when they bought the latest model of a butler robot. As soon as it arrived, off it went, cooking, cleaning and ironing. But the most important work it did was picking up Ricky's clothes from the floor. Find out related pictures and sentences from the story and go through the glossary to find out the meaning of new words. On the first day, when he went to sleep, his bedroom was in a disastrous state as usual. But he woke up in the next morning. Everything was perfectly clean and tidy. Wonderful! How neat and tidy my room looks, he exclaimed. In fact, it was actually too clean. Ricky couldn't find his favorite t-shirt nor his favorite football. Ma, where is my t-shirt? Where is my ball? He pestered his mother. He could not find his things even after he had searched up and down. He asked himself, where could they have gone? However much he searched during the day, those two items did not reappear. And the same was to happen with other things too. Ricky cast a suspicious eye on the gleaming butler robot. I think it is his handiwork, he thought. He hatched a plan to spy on the robot and began following it around the house. Finally, he caught it red-handed. While it was picking up one of his clothes, Ricky followed the robot without making a sound. To his surprise, he saw the robot folding his t-shirt neatly and keeping it on a pile of clothes in the storeroom. Off he went, running to his parents. Father, this butler robot is faulty. He has filched my things. I think they programmed him badly. Let us send him off. Absolutely not. Father shook his head. He was an expert in robotics. He had been delighted with the new butler. It was a dream come true. But Ricky was obstinate. I want to get rid of him. See the glossary and find out the meanings. A heated argument between Ricky and his father followed. Father, a robot is a wonderful device. Look at the things it can do. Ricky, I don't think so. He is doing more harm than good. Father, you are wrong, Ricky. You don't understand how a robot works. Ricky, I can't agree with you. A robot will be a big problem. I can't agree with you. A robot will be a big problem if it is not properly programmed. Ricky kept on complaining to his parents about the robot hiding things that outweighed whatever useful things he did. Ricky kept on complaining to his parents about the robot hiding things that outweighed whatever useful things he did. One day, the robot who was wiring past heard the boy's complaints. The robot returned with a pair of Ricky's shoes and some of his clothes. Here, sir, I did not know it was bothering you, said the butler in his metallic voice. How could it not, you thief? You have been nicking my stuff for weeks. I had seen your things lying scattered on the floor. I thought that you did not need them. I am programmed to collect all that is not wanted. At night, I send them to places where other humans can use them. I am a maximum efficiency machine. Were you unaware of it? The robot said with a certain pride. Ricky was ashamed. He had spent all his life treating things as though they were useless. He cared for nothing. Yet there were many people in the world who would have been delighted to have Ricky's things. Unlike him, they would have taken good care of them too. He realized that the robot was neither broken nor misprogrammed. Rather, it had been programmed extremely well. Since then, Ricky decided to become a maximum efficiency boy. He put real care into how he treated his things. He kept them tidy and made sure he didn't have more than what was necessary. And he took a leaf out of the robot's book. With his pocket money, he began to help people and buy needful things for them. Find out the meanings by using glossary and read again and again.